video is a very super special video to me. It's a very personal video. It's a very religious video, and I don't think I've ever talked about faith for religion in my channel other than the God bless yous and my outro, which consists of the Philippians 4:13. Please make sure to subscribe down below, give this video a huge thumbs up, and share this video with your friends and family. This video, I hope it inspires you to talk to other people about God, Jesus, the Trinity, Christianity. Please, Christianity is something beautiful, something you want to spread out to the world, something that you want others to be part of. Christianity is one of the most beautiful things ever, because those are the goals of every Christian, to enter heaven with their loved ones. So
I'm not in any way, shape, or form a church girl. I'm not a girl that, oh yeah, I see her every Sundays at church. She knows what she's talking about. Oh yeah, she reads the Bible 24/7. She doesn't cuss. She doesn't do anything bad. She doesn't sin. I'm not promoting it. I'm not saying you have to do that, and it doesn't matter, like, be a bad person, be a sinner, be this, be that. No, I'm not promoting that, but I'm just saying I'm not perfect.
But look, God talked to me.
And you're probably like, she's probably doing it for views, but why would I mess around with God like that? Like, come on now. Like there's a level of respect, and like, that's just crossing the line. If I ever did that, I could probably like joke around, but like really publishing a YouTube video where billions of people watch YouTube, that's not something I would joke around with. So
when I was in the 4th grade, I was friends, my best friend was this girl named Elise. And like, we had our little group, we had our group of friends, but my best friend was Elise. With our little group of friends, there was like 2 or 3 other girls.
But like, obviously, you know how I get a squad, not the whole squad necessarily hangs out, and like, I mean, the squad hangs out, but it's not like all the squad is like, they click. No, you guys know what I mean. Squads, just because they're in the same squad doesn't mean that me and you get along. That's sad, but that's how it is.
So in our squad, all the girls in our squad, they were in my class.
So I was in this program in elementary school called dual language, where I would have like 4 periods in English and 4 in Spanish.
And well, me and my squad, we were like, our main class was the Spanish classes, and then that one extra girl in the squad was a girl that was in the English classes.
Like, we had the same teachers and everything, and then whenever we would like go to recess, we would go together. It's like hard to explain, but if you're into a language, you'll understand. Or maybe I'll like shoot a little clip explaining it better, but I just want to get to the story time because Canon cameras are so annoying. They shut off on you like who knows. Like, there's sometimes where I'm like talking and I don't notice and the camera shut off on me. Like, really? I don't know like where to pick up.
And that one girl that was in like the English class, she wasn't like part of our main squad. She was part of the squad, but like, she was like that one extra girl that whenever whenever the teachers combined us together, then that's when we would hang out, because we couldn't have lunch together. That girl that had the English teacher as her main teacher, okay, so my best friend Alicia was best friends with her. She was like that, like I said, that extra girl, part of the squad. Like, she was only part of the squad technically whenever like our teachers combined our classes. So I don't know, in her head, I guess she thought that I took her best friend, which was my best friend, Alicia. Let's just say her initials H. So H thought that I took her best friend, and that her best friend left me because of her, and then that, I don't know, she just thought that I just stole her best friend. I don't know what came across her 4th grade, 9-10-year-old mind. I don't know if she thought I told Alicia like, hey, don't be her friend, she has cooties, she has this, she has that. But that girl, let me tell you, that girl wasn't thinking about that I told her she had cooties. She was thinking about something else, because I'm gonna tell you what she told me. Well, so let's just like get to the story rolling. So in one of the recesses, since like I told you, I
was in dual language, she was in dual language, the whole squad was in dual language.
And like our classes, whenever we had recess, whenever we had get-togethers, like our 2 teachers would work together,
because I was part of the ESOL program, and that's a whole other story. But yeah, so just technically know that like for being in dual language, you basically share the same teachers, you share the same classworks. Like whenever you have get-togethers, your two teachers combine you two because you're part of the ESOL. So like you know how like ESOLs in schools, they all know each other, all the ESOL kids. That's how it was in my elementary school. And well, whenever us ESOL kids would all get together, well,
of course she would come because she was part of the squad. I never had a thing against her. Well, from what I remember, I just knew that she never really liked me. That's all I know. Like whenever I was around, she was like all iffy about it, like whatever, you know. Well, this girl, we went to recess, and then we were all playing swings. We were all in the swings. You know how like the girl squads, they love the swings, and I remember we would always swing each other. We would swing each other, and then we would like push each other to see who got the highest swing, and that was so fun. And like it is fun. And well, we were playing like twisties, like this is your swing set, and then you start twisting like this. Do like, you know, you do a 360 twist and you twist as much as you can. I sat down, and guess who twists me? H. So as H is twisting me on the swing, my fingers get caught to the metal, and I tell H, hey, can you please stop it? Like, you're hurting my fingers are falling off. And like, you know how like the metal from the swings, they're like twist, like, okay, so as I'm like, okay, so it's very hard to explain, but as I'm like holding on to the metal parts of the swing, and obviously H is like twisting me, my finger gets caught on one of the twists. Like I let my hand slip, but then this finger, it's one of these fingers, so one of my fingers got caught onto the swing as she's twisting, and I'm telling her, hey, can you please stop, like for real, please stop, my finger is twisting. And I've always been that like one shy girl, like I have an attitude, but I don't know why, I'm like, I have like social anxiety or something, and I feel like people are gonna be like really mean if I talk or like try to defend myself, I don't know. And like, so I'm like very quietly and very nicely saying, hey, can you, and then there comes a point where like I can't resist this, and I start crying, and I'm like, please let this go. Like I'm not the type of girl to like cry in public because I never liked people to look at me that way. So like I was like shedding tears, like I was like, can you please stop it, this is hurting me. And then I don't know, like I don't know, like the swing wouldn't twist anymore, so that's why she let go of the swings and she let me unravel. I told her, hey, you are hurting my finger, you hurt my finger, this really hurts now, look at my finger. Because she came off on me, and then she started being really mean, and she got really red. Like keep in mind that she's like probably my skin color, I'm pretty white.
Like whenever I buy foundation, my foundation is ivory, and like I may look tan because I'm right next to a lamp, and like I don't really have good lighting here, so that's why I probably look darker in my videos, but I'm very white.
And she got really red, and she was like blonde hair too and everything. She got super red, and she started going off on me, and this was like in the 4th grade, keep in mind, and this is all just because she thinks I stole her best friend. This is all because of that. And I didn't, because obviously if you don't have a class with somebody anymore, what's more than likely to happen? You guys stop talking. Like, not trying to be mean, but like it's the truth. Nobody wants to be lonely in school, so you find yourself a new friend. You find yourself somebody that you could talk to during class. But yeah. And well, this girl, H starts going off on me.
She's like, oh, you're this and you're that, you're so annoying, you're this, you're that, you're this, you're that. Like, and then bam, she hit me with the B word.
The female dog word.
Keep in mind, I think the only cuss words, like I would used to think that's stupid, or like, shut up. I used to think those were like the bad words. TBH, I thought those were like the baddest words I've ever said in elementary school.
She was cherry red, like, but when she hit me with that female dog, I didn't even know what that meant. Like, that's how innocent, like, my mind was at that time.
And I'm not gonna lie, I didn't know. It wasn't until probably 2 or 3 years later. Because I was always that type of girl that, like, always watched a Disney Channel. I was always a good girl.
And I'm over here, like, what does that mean? And I'm like really confused, like I'm like mind blown, like what did she just call me, like what language is she speaking? But I'm like, maybe it's like some slang word that I don't know about because I'm not cool. So then I called her back. I was like, oh, you're a B2, but keep in mind that I don't even know what that word meant. But then like, and then she told me something else, and then I just stopped because I didn't want to get in trouble because I was always scared. Like it's sad, but like I was that type of girl that like if somebody said something, like just because I would always like fear my parents being called down to the office. But then I told the teacher, and this is where I find teachers totally wrong. No disrespect, keep in mind not all teachers are like this, but this was so incorrect of that teacher. I told my art teacher, he was my art teacher, I don't remember his name, but like for real, I'm not gonna lie, but I don't think he did the right thing at all of him saying that, especially to a 9-year-old. Like why would he say that to me? But oh well. So I told him, hey, Mr. and like in front of her and everything, because you know how like tattletales, like, you know, but like so that way she would get scared, I guess. I said that, and I was like, Mr. H called me the B word. I keep in mind I didn't know what that meant, but like I obviously knew it was a bad word. And then he was like, well, you probably did something to deserve it. You know, that's when my face got like, okay, let me just be quiet. Let me just save this to myself, and let's not continue talking about it, because apparently if she didn't care. She basically bullied me. She didn't care about hurting my fingers. The teacher said, well, you probably did something to deserve it. Like, are you for real? Like, why would you say that to a 9-year-old? Like, number one, would you allow your kid to tell another kid that? Like, even if the kid did deserve it, like really? You're really teaching your little kid how to cuss? Like, no. And like, that really hit me. And after that, I kind of lost trust in him. And you know what made me really sad? Because I adore art. I could draw every day if I had the time. And for my art teacher to tell me that really hit me. I don't remember if I told him she hurt my fingers, but I do remember I told on her for calling me that, and he told me that. So I was really bummed out that day. And I remember in the 4th grade, I was thinking like, do none of my friends like me? Like really, like they saw what they were doing, like you know, do you ever go through that phase where you feel like you have a friendship, are you like, is it worth being friends with her? And I remember the Selena Gomez song, Who Said, would always play on Disney Channel, and I'm over here like, oh my god, like, am I not worth it? Like, I was over here like, oh my god, everything she's saying in this song is like true. So that's when the Selena Gomez song, Who Says, I think it was called, I'm over here like, oh my god, I relate with this song so much. Like, who said you ain't perfect? I'm over here like thinking like, if I was perfect, probably my friends wouldn't have let that happen to me, you know? So, and then I'm over here thinking to myself, oh my god, like, who said you ain't perfect? Who said you ain't worth it? It's like, obviously my friends don't think I'm worth it, because if they didn't defend me, it's like I was just having all these mixed thoughts. So I was just crying to myself, obviously in my room, after hearing that song, and I was over here like, oh my god, I'm not worth it, my friends didn't defend me. So I'm crying in my bed, and then bam, the nighttime hit, gotta go to sleep. Okay, I go to sleep and I have a dream. My dream went something like this. The dream, I'm 100% sure I remember it vividly. During that time, my parents are in the process of buying a home. I lived in an apartment complex, the same apartment complex, for 10 years, if I'm not mistaken, 9 years and like 10 months. And my parents were in the process in 4th grade of buying a house in 5th grade. The summer going to 5th grade, that's when they bought it, June. So yeah, okay, so my parents, they're buying a house in the 4th grade. Keep in mind, this is like halfway 4th grade, we could say. Yes, this is like halfway 4th grade. And I had this dream where my parents, okay, so it was my dad was with our realtor. This was in the 4th grade, since they were buying a house. Like, I remember the realtor vividly and all that. So my dad, me, and the realtor are taking a walk on the park. We're walking on like a park. It was like a grassy park. It wasn't really like the type of park that had swings or any of that. It was just like those natural parks that you could walk your dogs and all that. As we're walking down this park, the realtor, my dad, and I noticed, okay, so this is the realtor, my dad, me. I'm like, let's say for example, to the right side. And to the right side, probably like somewhere over there in the grassy area, I see like a little bobblehead. Like a little bobblehead. Can you imagine like a little like baseball bobblehead? And I don't remember if I could recall it looked exactly like they imaged Jesus Christ, like in the Bible, like you know the artists, how they paint them, how they paint him. I don't remember exactly if it was like just like bobblehead Jesus, but it was just a bobblehead, kind of the same image, like the white dress, the long brown hair, but like miniature. Keep in mind, he's like the size of a sprinkler in my dream. And I just see him and I'm like, ooh, what is that in the ground? But I recognize it was how they portray Jesus in drawings. So I get closer, like, you know how like any little kid, when they see a cool or like different toy, they're like, ooh, what is this? And they start running. Yeah, that was me. And well, so I go to the toy, and like as I'm picking it up, I get sucked in, and I'm like, whoosh, 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 whoosh. But like underground. It wasn't like you know like how heaven is up in the skies. It's not like I want to whoosh up. I want like whoosh. I want like this is going down. Whoosh, 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 whoosh. I don't know. I felt like whoosh, 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 whoosh. It was like a vacuum, like whoosh me in, and it was like oh my god, what's happening? But yeah, well then, bam, out of nowhere, I'm like in the clouds. I'm like in the clouds because I'm seeing like sky blue. I'm seeing clouds, and then I see a man. I didn't see the face, but I saw a man, obviously taller than me. I was just a little kid, and well, I see a man, but I don't see his face. That's the thing. I just see a man with the, like they put in the pictures, wavy surfer, surfer shoulder length hair, super brown, like a hazelnut brown, not even hazel, like it's like a super light mixed with dark brown highlights. You guys are getting the picture. And then I see, you know how like people call them the Jesus sandals? Well, yes, he was wearing the Jesus strappy sandals. And then like I see this like white toga dress, like a man toga dress, you know, like the Hercules, like, you know, like those religious white long dresses. You guys are getting the image. Not fair, not dark, like, you know, like that Latino color, but not like that dark. It's like, oh my god, like a golden beige-ish, not even golden, like I wouldn't say Beyonce skin color. I would say more of like you know, like a Hispanic girl color that's not like tan, and that's not like super fair. You guys like, oh, like an Israel, of like a person from Israel, North Africa, someone from Morocco, those types of colors, those types of skin colors. And well, but then the face, which is what obviously like I wanted to see, like, but no, it was like a ray of sunlight, which was so weird. And that's how I knew this is God, because this is God or Jesus, because you know how like God or Jesus, you can't see God or Jesus's face, and like the ray of sunlight, bam, was there. So like I'm seeing all his body. Yeah, I see his hair, I see his skin color, I see his feet, I see his dress, I see that I'm on the clouds, I see that. And then he talked to me, God or Jesus, but I just knew it was a divine spirit, a holy, pure, good spirit, because God or Jesus told me this. Those girls had no right into doing that to you. He probably didn't say those exact words, but that was basically what he told me. That's like yeah, that's basically what he told me. Those girls shouldn't have done that to you. Those weren't his exact words. Keep in mind, that was a really long time ago, but that's what he told me. And only a good spirit, a good God, could only tell you uplifting things and tell you, hey, she shouldn't have done that to you, because she knew that God knew that the teacher was wrong in telling me that. The girl, she's a kid just like me, but like the teacher really shouldn't have said that to a student. You deserve that. Like what? And then her, like that, those girls, like they know that she was bullying me, so they should have stopped her. They should have told her, hey, stop it, you're hurting her. They should have prevented it from happening in the first place, from her actually like really hurting my fingers, from her calling me that word. They were all there. They should have stopped her. They would have been like, hey, chill, you know, like a real friend does. Like real friends are supposed to like be there for each other, be like, hey, chill, like what did she do to you? Like, why are you doing that to her? Stop, yo, you know, something. So like at the end, I hope you really take away from this video that bullying is not correct, and that there is a God. God does reveal himself to people. Well, yeah, so I hope, even if you're not religious, I really encourage you to turn to Christianity. And if you have probably no interest at all, even though I really do encourage you, brother, into joining the Christianity, please just don't bully anybody. Teach your children not to bully kids. That's not correct. Be correct adults. If a kid comes up to you and trusts you and tells you something, do something about it, because 100% of the time that kid's dream might have become hurt. That kid's feelings, you don't know if you mess around with that kid's feeling. That teacher doesn't know how much damage he did to me. The teacher, for all he knows, I probably could have cared less, but who knows if I would have like taken it to more extreme measures and I would have actually cared. That teacher has no clue how I was feeling. So that's not okay. That girl, what she did was not okay. What did she cut my finger off? Tell me. Those were metal bars. I was a 9-year-old at the time. What did she cut my finger off? What I'm telling you is to please, please, please don't promote bullying. Teach your kids how to be better kids, to not be bullies. Be good teachers, good classmates, good parents. And in times of sadness, especially when a little kid shouldn't deserve to feel like they deserved being offended, or they deserved almost getting their finger cut off. No, kids should never feel that way. Little kids, come on, it's a little kid. And kids could be really mean. I'm still a kid, so I have all the right to say it. I'm still underage. Still have 100% right to say it. And, well, yeah. Please, brother, turn to Christianity. In times of sadness, especially times like that when a little kid, God will reveal himself to you. Jesus will reveal himself to you. Please. Understand, God is good, and he will let you know that you are 100% worth it, like he did to me. God bless you, and have a nice God bless day. Bye. Keep in mind, I'm not perfect, man. Just look at these eyebrows. Okay, that's artificial perfectness. I am not perfect. I sin. I may have bad thoughts at times, but then I feel bad for having those bad thoughts. Yeah. Bye.